Something's been drinking the blood of our animal, and it's getting closer. In the outskirts of a dusty Texas town, Maria's farm had always been a safe, quiet place. She lived alone except for her goats, chickens, and 2 hounds who barked at anything that came too close. But in the past week, the nights had grown wrong. The air felt heavier, the dogs refused to leave the porch, and strange noises crept in from the dark. Low, wet sucking sounds followed by the short, sharp cries of terrified goats. The first morning she noticed something strange. She found one of her goats lying stiff in the dirt, no signs of a struggle. Just 2 small puncture holes in its neck and, most disturbing of all, not a drop of blood left in its body. She buried the goat and told herself it must have been a freak accident, maybe a snake bite. But the next night it happened again and again. By the 4th night, 3 goats were dead and the rest wouldn't even come out of the barn. The chickens were silent and her dogs wouldn't go near the pen. Her neighbor, an old rancher named Hector, came by and took one look at the carcasses. His face went pale. "El Chupacabra," he said under his breath. Maria laughed nervously. "The goat sucker? That's just a story." Hector shook his head. "It's real. And if you see its eyes in the dark, run." That night, Maria set up her old motion camera by the goat pen, just to prove Hector wrong. She sat inside with a cup of coffee, watching the live feed flicker on her laptop. At 2:47 a.m., something moved. It crept into frame, a hunched, skeletal figure with gray, leathery skin stretched tight over its bones. Its long, bony arms ended in claws that scraped the dirt. Spines jutted out along its back like jagged thorns. Its head was hairless, its mouth stretched too wide, filled with needle-like teeth that glistened in the moonlight. Maria froze as it darted toward the goats with unnatural speed. One by one, it pinned them, pressed its mouth to their necks, and drank. The sound was wet and desperate, like something sucking the last drops from an empty bottle. The goats didn't even fight, just went limp in seconds. The creature stopped suddenly. It lifted its head, turned toward the camera, and smiled. The feed went black. Heart pounding, Maria grabbed her flashlight and her shotgun. She burst out the back door, running for the pen. But when she got there, the gate was wide open. Every goat was gone. A trail of small, sharp footprints led into the woods. She followed, calling for them, though her voice trembled. The further she went, the quieter the night became. No crickets, no wind, just her own footsteps. Then she heard it, that same wet, slurping sound. Maria's light trembled in her hand as she swung it around. It caught on something crouched in the shadows, hunched over a goat's lifeless body. The creature turned toward her, green eyes glowing in the beam. It stood taller than she thought. Its mouth dripped crimson. Maria stepped back, but her heel caught on a root. She fell hard, the flashlight